and told me it was over, like turning out a light. No warning, just the shadows falling into night. I begged you with my silence, hoping you would see, but your back was turned before you left me. I found your sweater folded, the one I used to wear. Still smells like your cologne, still lingers in the air. I thought love was forever, I believed every word, but truth has a whisper I wish I never heard. Before I let me go, I cry your name once more. Pretend you might return like you did before. I fold onto the pieces, even if they sting, 'cause healing doesn't come without remembering. I stare into the mirror, but she don't look like me. She's tired of pretending and try to believe. I write you all my questions in letters never sent, hoping one day my heart won't feel so bent. Before I let me go, I dream the way we dance, like the world would never steal our last chance. But stories don't always end with a spark, sometimes they just fade into the dark. Maybe I was loving someone who was gone, maybe I was strong for far too long, but I still wish you told me why you slipped away. It's the silence that makes it hard to stay. Before I let me go, I whisper one goodbye to the girl who thought she'd never cry. I'll learn to breathe without your name, but I won't forget who I became. Before I let me go, I'll remember me. Before I let me go, I'll remember me. I'll still leave the light on, just in case you come home. The way you used to smile feels like a dream I've known. Your shadow lives in corners, your laugh haunts the air. I try to move on, but you're still everywhere. The songs we danced to play, soft on repeat, but every chord just knocks me off my feet. I wear your old sweater when the nights feel too loud, still hoping you're walking, lost in the crowd. If I could hold you now, just once more tonight, I freeze this moment in a hush of moonlight. Say all the words I choked back in fear, tell you I love you with nothing unclear. If I could hold you now, I'd never let you go. Photos are fading, but I can't take them down. They're all I have when silence comes around. Friends say I should heal, but they don't understand. You weren't just love, you were my whole plan. If I could hold you now, before it's too late, undo the echoes, rewrite our fate. Kiss you like every breath was goodbye, but this time I'd fight. I wouldn't just cry if I could hold you now. I'd never let you told you now, I'd speak with no shame. I'd shatter the silence, burn through the blade. Even if you'd still choose to walk away, I'd give you my all for just one more day. If I could hold you now, I'd never let you go. I'd never let you go. You stood there with your suitcase, no need for one last word. I knew this was the end, your goodbye still felt unheard. I smiled through my breaking, told you I'd be okay, but inside I was begging for reasons you couldn't stay. You never said forever, but I dreamed it every night. I'm holding on to echoes of a love that lost the fight. You never said forever, but I dreamed it every night. Now I'm holding on to echoes of a love that lost the fight. I loved you through goodbye, even as you walked away. Held your ghost inside my chest like you'd come back someday. Me with the silence, but I still found a way to try. 'Cause I love you through the sorrow, I loved you through goodbye. Your scent still haunts my sweater, your voice still fills the air. I reach across the pillow, pretend that you are there. You never made me promises, still I gave you all of mine. Past is all I carry, in a heart that can't rewind. I loved you through goodbye, while you forgot my name. You moved on to summer skies, I slept beneath the rain. I built my world around you, even when you let it die. Still I loved you through the silence, I loved you through goodbye. Choose every moment if it meant I saw your face. I loved you through goodbye, with no promise, no reply. And though you never turned around, I never asked you why. Some hearts break in silence, but still sing when they cry. And mine will keep on singing, I loved you through goodbye. Even now, I love you through goodbye. I gave you my heart in pieces, you took them like they were whole. Every smile you gave felt easy, but now the silence takes its toll. I replay the words you never said like echoes in an empty hall. You reached for me in shadows, but never caught me when I fall. It's not the way you left me, it's the way you let me fall. Like love was just a whisper that never meant it all. You held me with your absence, you kissed me with the warmth. It's not that you were leaving, but the way you let me fall. I painted us in colors you never learned to see. You danced around the truth, but never danced with me. You lit a spark inside my chest and watched it burn alone. I searched for you in mornings that turned my heart to stone. It's not the way you ended it, it's how you watched me break. You loved me like a story that wasn't yours to take. You vanished in the quiet before I risked it all. It wasn't just the silence, but the way you let me fall. You could have said it hurt you, you could have tried to stay, but some hearts just get colder when they're too afraid to stay. It's not the way you laughed to me, it's the way you let me go. Without a single warning, without a chance to know. I gave you every heartbeat, you never heard them call. Now all that I remember is the way you let me fall. The way you let me fall. You showed up like a sunrise, lit my world in golden flame. Said forever in a whisper, and then vanished just the same. I kept the words you never said in the quiet of my chest, but your silence told the story you never did confess. You loved me like a promise that never meant to stay. You held me like tomorrow would take it all away. Now I'm standing in the ruins of the things we didn't say. You remembered how to leave, but you forgot to stay. I still wear your last goodbye like a ribbon in my mind. Tried to chase your fading footprints, but they were never mine. You said the stars would guide us home, but you walked the other way. Now the night just echoes softly what you chose not to say. You love me like a fire that burned too bright to last. You kissed me like redemption, then vanished with the past. Now I'm lost among the ashes of the love we threw away. You remembered how to leave, but you forgot to stay. I was just a chapter, and you needed the end, but I gave you all the pages that I never learned to mend. You loved me like a heartbeat you never meant to keep. You haunted all my dreams, but never heard me weep. And I'll whisper to the ocean till it takes my pain away. You remembered how to leave, but you forgot to stay. You forgot to stay, but I remember everything. I held my breath beneath the thunder, wishing you'd come back inside. But silence filled the space between us, and all I had were tears to hide. You said love was never easy, but you never said goodbye. Now I'm talking to the shadows and asking them why. When the rain held me, I knew what you forgot, the way my heart was breaking in every lonely thought. I cried into the silence you left inside of me, and found some kind of healing in the storm's gentle plea. I tried to write a final letter, but the words just wouldn't stay. Your ghost still lives in corners of the things I meant to say. You moved on like morning light, but I stayed in the night. Now the rain's my only witness to all I had to fight. When the rain held me, it listened without blame. It didn't try to fix me, just stayed and said my name. I whispered through the silence where you would never see that I'm stronger than I ever thought I'd be. The sky may cry with me tonight, but I no longer need your light. I found my truth in broken skies and learned to love my own goodbye. When the rain held me, it taught me how to fall and rise again, no shatter, with nothing left at all. I walked out from the silence, tears washed out to sea, and now I stand in thunder, finally free. When the rain held me, it let me be me. You be me. You used to say forever, like forever had no end. But promises fade faster when hearts forget to mend. I whispered through the silence, you listened to the storm. You left me in the stillness where love was once warm. Now I'm living with the echoes of a last unspoken cry. Your name still fills the shadows, but I've stopped asking why. I'm learning how to breathe without you by my side. Just me and the echoes of goodbye. The photo in my pocket still holds your frozen smile. I walk through all our memories, but only for a while. The ache has grown familiar, like a song I used to know. But every note grows softer each time I let you go. Now I'm living with the echoes of a past I can't rewind. You're fading with the seasons, but not inside my mind. I'm standing in the quiet where I used to cry. Just me and the echoes of goodbye. I don't hate you anymore, but I don't miss you like before. You were a lesson I survived, a love that left me more alive. So I'm dancing with the echoes underneath the open sky. You were once my anchor, now I'm learning how to fly. The pain became my wings, the tears have just me and the echoes of goodbye. And I'm free with the echoes of goodbye. I spoke 1,000 words to you, but none were ever heard. You filled the room with empty noise, and silence stole my world. I waited for a single sign, but quiet took your place in time. When the silence spoke for me, it said all I couldn't scream. Through the quiet I was seen, not broken, just finally free. No more echoes, no more pleas. The silence spoke for me. I traced your voice in photographs, but they were out of frame. I wore your name like second skin, but it never felt the same. I learned that peace can sound like pain, but healing whispers through the rain. When the silence spoke for me, it sang louder than your lies. I found truth in empty space. No more need to justify. Not your version, not your dreams. The silence spoke for me. Let the quiet be my song, where I belong. I stand strong, every pause a sacred note, a voice I never knew I wrote. When the silence spoke for me, it became my sweetest sound. In the stillness I returned, not broken, just finally free. No more echoes, no more pleas. The silence spoke for me, and I finally listened to me. I finally listened to me, to me. And the silence spoke for me, it became my sweetest sound. In the stillness I return, no more need to justify. No more echoes, no more pleas. The silence spoke for me, and I finally listened to me. Your shadow used to follow me through every crack in memory. I whispered prayers in broken tones, but you were gone, I was alone. I begged the stars to bring you back, but silence filled the faded tracks. I learned to breathe without you, through the nights that cut in two. You were the storm, I was the flame, burning through our love in vain. But here I stand, the sky so blue. I learned to breathe without you. Your name still lingers in the breeze, like echoes lost in falling leaves. But I no longer chase your face, I filled the void with softer grace. The tears I cried have built my wings, and I no longer fear the sting. I learned to breathe without you, through the ache I never knew. You held my heart, then let it break, but I survived that slow heartbreak. Now every breath feels pure and true. I learned to breathe but I rose like stars above. Now I shine without your name. No more sorrow, no more blame. I learned to breathe without you. Though it hurt to start anew, I'm stronger now, and this is real. A woman who has learned to heal. So if you ask me what is true, I learned to breathe without you. I'm still breathing without you. I'm still breathing without you. I packed my bags, but not my pain. Left your keys out in the rain. You stood in silence, didn't speak. Your love was always paper thin and weak. I tried to hold what wouldn't stay. Loved you more with each delay. I left my heart at the door. Couldn't carry it anymore. You never knew what it was for. You just watched me hit the floor. Now I'm walking without war, but I left my heart at the door. You called it love, I called it loss. Buried myself beneath the cost. You never asked if I was fine. Only loved the parts that shine. I smiled through the quiet screams, dying slowly in your dreams. I left my heart at the door. It was bruised and growing sore. You never stayed to fight the storm, just drifted off to something warm. Now I'm done keeping the score, so I left my heart at the door. It's not goodbye, it's letting go of someone who never know. The love that bloomed behind closed eyes, the girl you left, the endless tries. I left my heart at the door, but not my soul, not anymore. I'm walking out, I'm not your chore. I found myself worth fighting for. No regrets, no need to restore, 'cause I left my heart at the door. And I won't be back anymore. I used to glow in every room, but now I'm fading into gloom. Your words still echo in my head, like songs from stories left unread. You held the mirror to my face and took away my saving grace. I forgot how to shine, lost the stars that once were mine. You loved me just to dim my light, then left me in the quiet night. Now I'm learning line by line, to heal, to stand, to realign. But oh, I forgot how to shine. You made me doubt my every dream, like chasing hope was too extreme. But now I see it wasn't me. You feared the fire I could be. You clipped my wings so I'd stay low, but still my soul refused to go. I forgot how to shine, washed away by love decline. I begged to fit inside your frame, but I was never meant for tame. So I'm silence I couldn't fill. In every echo I hear you still. The coffee's cold, the lights are dim. Your ghost lives on in everything. I talk to shadows in the dark, still hoping you will leave a mark. And then the rain knew my name, falling gently like your pain. Every drop became your touch, soft and fleeting, never too much. You were gone but somehow stayed when the rain knew my name. Your sweater's folded on the chair. I breathe you in, you're everywhere. I wear your memory like perfume. It lingers long after you left the room. I still keep your favorite song, pretend I'm fine but I sing it wrong. And then the rain knew my name, falling stories on my window pane. Each year the fell was not the same, some for sorrow, some for blame, but they all whisper your name when the rain knew my name. Baby, love was meant to fade, but not the dreams we softly made. I still walk where you once stood, and the sky somehow understood. And now the rain knows my name, it holds me close and hides my shame. Though you're gone, I'm not alone. The storm became my second home, and I found peace in the pain when the rain knew my name. And it still knows, it still rains, and it still calls me by your name. It still knows, it still rains, and it still calls me by your name. Gently like your pain, every drop became your touch, soft and fleeting, never too much. You were gone but somehow stayed when the rain knew my name. It still knows, it still rains, it still calls me by your name. I stood by your door in the pouring rain, hoping love could still explain. The silence felt like thunder's cry, no goodbye, no reasons why. A traced our past on window panes, each drop a ghost that still remains. If I could turn that rain to sun, undo the hurt, the things I've done, hold you close before you fade, rewrite the vows we never made. If I could turn back rain to time, catch your heart before it's mine. The tears can't change the stain. If I could turn back rain, you let us sleep in my drawer, still I read them wanting more. Your name is inked upon my skin, but I can't feel you from within. Ooh. I walk through dreams we used to share, but find no trace of you there. If I could turn back rain to sun, undo the hurt, the things I've done, hold you close before you fade, rewrite the vows we never made. If I could turn back rain to time, catch your heart before it's mine. The tears can't change the stain. If I could turn back rain, ooh, I'd fight the storms, I'd break the skies, to meet you where the sorrow lies. If I could turn back rain to light, you will always make them right. You never walk alone again. We dance beneath the sky unchained, but dreams don't bloom in pain. If I could turn back rain, if I could turn back rain to sun, back rain. If I could turn back rain to sun, undo the hurt, the things I've done, hold you close before you fade, rewrite the vows we never made. If I could turn back rain to time, catch your heart before it's mine, but tears can't change the stain. If I could turn back rain, if I could just turn back rain. You said forever, so I believed. Built castles out of words we weaved. Now I sit where shadows fall, making cranes that won't fly at all. Every fold a silent prayer, wishing you were still right there. Paper cranes and promises, scattered dreams and tear-stained wrist. I held on too long to yesterday, while your love slowly slipped away. All these fragile little things, wings of hope and wedding rings. You left a storm I can't dismiss, just paper cranes and promises. I traced your name 1,000 times, in every line 1,000 lies. Still I whisper in the dark, as if you hear a broken heart. I keep folding just to cope, threading pain into hope. Paper cranes and promises, memories sealed with trembling fists. The echoes of the words we swore now haunt this quiet room once more. Love was light, now it's mist, gone like dreams that don't exist. You left me with emptiness, and paper cranes and promises. They say let go, but how do I, when every fold still makes me cry? Paper cranes and promises, you stain love on fingertips. If you come back through that door, would we be what we were before? Or would we break like this? Just paper cranes and promises. Just paper cranes and all your promises. In everything and all your eyes, we're feeling in love with this. Still I whisper in the dark, as if you hear a broken heart. Or would we wake like this? Just paper cranes and promises. Just paper cranes and all your promises. I still remember how you said goodbye, like you were leaving but you didn't cry. I watched the door, I held my breath, your silence louder than your steps. And I replay every single line like echoes caught in frozen time. This is where I leave you, in my heart, in a place where all the healing starts. No more waiting, no more tears, only memories and quiet years. You'll never know how far you went, but this is where the story ends. The dreams we built are turning gray, and I've run out of words to say. You faded like a distant song. It used to feel like home so long, but I forgive the way you broke the promises we never spoke. This is where I leave you, in my heart, in the place where all the healing starts. No more waiting, no more tears, only memories and quiet years. You'll never know how far you went, but this is where the story ends. And I'll still smile when I recall where I leave you once and for all. This is where I leave you, in my heart, in a place where all the healing starts. No more waiting, no more tears, only memories and quiet years. You'll never know how far you went, but this is where the story ends. But this is where the story ends. And I'll still smile when I recall where I leave you once and for all. I left you soon, chasing the unknown, thinking love could wait till I found my own. But the silence in this room feels louder when I'm alone. I thought time would heal the ache, but some hearts only break. If I had stayed, would you still be mine? Would our stars still dance in time? Did I walk away from the only light that ever made my darkness shine? If I had stayed, would you still believe in every word we used to weave? Now I trace your name through tears and rain, wishing I had stayed. You smiled through all my fears, held me close through the stormy years. But I needed space to breathe. Now I'm gasping with no air to leave. They say you don't know what you've got until the moment it is not. If I had stayed, would the nights be warm? Would your arms still be my home? Did I lose the only love I was ever meant to know? If I had stayed, would the world feel right instead of dreaming you each night? Now regret is all I claim for not staying that day. I see you smiling in my dreams, but daylight tears you at the seams. And I'm left chasing ghosts of the girl I used to be. If I had stayed, would we have grown old, sharing stories yet untold? Now I whisper to the wind your name. If I had stayed, if I had stayed, said it felt like it wouldn't break my soul, but silence after promises can echo louder than you know. You walked away with no regret, but I'm the one who won't forget. Now I'm left in the silence where your heartbeat used to stay. But our laughter filled the quiet. Now there's nothing left to say. I still reach out in the night, but your shadow fades from sight, and I'm left in the silence. Your coffee cup still sits there, like it's waiting for your hand. But the morning feels much colder since you stopped making plans. The truth is heavier than goodbye, and I still don't know why. Now I'm left in the silence where your heartbeat used to stay. But our laughter filled the quiet. Now there's nothing left to say. I still reach out in the night, but your shadow fades from sight, and I'm left in the silence. Your coffee cup still sits there, like it's waiting for your hand. But the morning feels much colder since you stopped making plans. The truth is heavier than goodbye, and I still don't know why. And I'm left in the silence. Maybe love was never meant to last beyond the end, but I would have held on tighter if you said we'd break again. So I'm left in the silence, like a song without a line, like a clock without a ticking, like a heart without a sign. You left too soon, too fast, but your silence will always last. I'm still here in the quiet, where love became a ghost, and I'm left in the silence. Without a warning, like the wind that fades at night. I whispered all my prayers to the stars that lost their light. I still wear your memory like a dress, stitched with hope and tenderness. But I still believe in love, even when the sky won't clear. I still believe in us, though your voice is just a tear. Time may take your shadow, but it can't steal my dreams of a heart that still believes. The photographs are fading, but I see your eyes in mine, and every song that finds me feels like fate's secret sign. Time may take your shadow, but it can't steal my dreams of a heart that still believes. Ooh, ooh. Photographs are fading, but I see your eyes in mine, and every song that finds me feels like fate's secret sign. I still feel you in the rain, dancing gently through the pain. Yes, I still believe in love, even when the world turns cold. I still believe in us, though your hand I'll never hold. Time may move without you, but my soul won't ever leave. A heart that still believes. The photographs are fading, even when the world turns cold. just a tear. Time may take your shadow, but it can't steal my dreams of a heart that still believes. Maybe we were meant to break, to learn how much a soul can take. But every crack in me still sings of you and all the love you bring. I still believe in love, though this silence softly grieves. I still believe in us, in the story no one sees. Even if forever was never ours to keep, I am still the heart that believes. And I believe, the heart that still believes. I'm waiting in the silence of a stormy sky, hoping you would come, wipe the tears I hide. Every echo of your name still haunts the air, but I reach for love, even when you're not there. You were the light in my darkest night, the voice I followed, holding tight. Even when the world turns cold and gray, our love like rainfall never fades away. All the memories drip from the sky like tears, but I hold them close through the passing years. Even if forever's not our fate, I'll keep loving you, come what may. You were the light in my darkest night, the voice I followed, holding tight. Even when the world turns cold and gray, our love like rainfall never fades away. Oh, it's not goodbye, it's just a pause in time. The love still lingers like a tender rhyme. And when I close my eyes to pray, I feel you near like yesterday. You were the light in my darkest night, the voice I followed, holding tight. Even when the world turns cold and gray, our love like rainfall never fades away. Oh, and if love returns with the morning light, I'll be here, arms open wide. 'Cause loving you through joy or pain is like rainfall, soft and never in vain. It's not goodbye, it's just a pause in time. Your love still lingers like a tender rhyme. And when I close my eyes to pray, I feel you near like yesterday. I wrote your name on tear-stained pages and corners of unwritten stages. The words came out, but not to you, just secrets that the paper knew. I folded hope inside each line and told myself you'd read them in time. These are letters I'll never send to a love that came and went. Each word a wish, each line a bend, in a road that has no end. I still write though you won't see what your silence left in me. The ink is dry, but I'm still aching from all the dreams that we were faking. I keep pretending you might care, though I know you're never there. I sealed each envelope with grace, then watched them vanish into space. These are letters I'll never send to a love that came and went. Each word a wish, each line a bend, in a road that has no end. I still write though you won't see what your silence left in me. If love is lost and time won't mend, I'll keep these letters I'll never send.